Hi, everyone. I'm Steve here with Brian Sanchez. Hope you can still recognize him. Brian's in our Fitness for 10 studio in Carson City. Thanks for being with us, Brian.
Hey, glad to be here. Can you hear me through this?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, that's a great thing to know.
All right, so we're going to talk seriously here in a minute. And the point I want to make, which I'll get into, is people get to make their own choices about things that have to do with their health. Because I did a short and I got totally shredded because my mask was a jock strap. If I want to wear a jock strap on my face, then why can't I? There's no law against jock straps on my face. But we do have a point to our sarcasm here, and that is that there's so many choices that you get to make about your health. A flu shot. Are you going to take aspirin or are you going to take Tylenol? Are you going to take a statin or are you not going to take a statin? Are you going to eat certain food or are you not going to eat certain food? Are you going to eat the cake at the birthday party? Are you going to offend someone if you don't eat the cake? Where does it end? And I've been called, let's see, I'm a old fart, shut up, old man. I'm a munch. Let's see, this was a good one. I'm a triggered snowflake. So I've been called it all. And hey, just so you kids know, I can Google stuff too. I know what this stuff means. So, Brian, I totally support, it's, we're going into winter, or it is winter. I totally support you wearing a mask. It's okay with me. Let, hey, Brian was vaccinated. I'm not. Brian gets to make that choice. He has his reasons why. I didn't. I didn't do it because I'm lazy, but I don't think it's good for my health. But we're going to get into some of the different choices that people have to make about their health. And winter's coming, so I kind of blabbed a lot, Brian. So what do you think?
Hey, one thing I just want to get across to everybody is how is it that Steve and I can be on two sides of the fence when it came to the whole pandemic and all these other issues? Steve was a non vaccinated person, I was a vaccinated person. I've had flu shots, you name it. I've heard everything about everything from everybody on what their theory of all these things were. I wore a mask during that whole time. I followed all the rules that were put out. And guess what? Steve and I never argued about it once. We never fought about it once. We never called each other names because of it. We didn't get in fights. We were able to be in the same environment, in the same business, on two different sides of the fence to that whole topic. What that means to me is come on, everybody. Let's be good to each other. Make no assumptions based on who we are, our appearance, weightlifters, whether or not we're affiliated with one group or another. You might be completely shocked at some of the affiliations and mindsets and beliefs that we have. And I find it interesting when people jump to conclusions. I know that Steve was being a goof because he is that way, but when people get to the point where they're so hot over a topic because he was making fun of it, come on, let's just all get along. Steve's not yelling at me for wearing my mask right now. Will I wear it today during this whole thing? No, I'm going to take it off right now. But I just wanted to prove a point that people who make personal choices for their health based on the best information that they have for their own individual life can all get along. even if somebody has a completely different point of view. I find a lot of the times in the discussions, we got to work with a lot of people during the pandemic and things like that. Even still today, people come up to us with a lot of opinions about what we should be doing, how we should be maintaining, how we should manage health and hygiene, things of this nature. And I appreciate all the information people share with us. I am one of those people that looks into it myself. I don't take another person's word on whether or not this is going to be safer than that. And I've made my own determination. But with that, we are not pushing away any group. I had clients that were vaccinated. I had clients that were not vaccinated. I had clients that wore the mask. I had clients that didn't wear the mask. I always wore mine. And again, I was vaccinated. And Steve and I got along. It's really that simple.
I don't like you anymore.
I know. You don't have to fight because somebody has an opposing view. It's called agreeing to disagree. And if you have that ability, it makes a better day for everybody around you. Just something to think about, everybody. Back to the snowflake here.
Yeah. You know, what cracks me up is one comment. Now I'm getting accused of being extreme right and extreme left over one comment. Oh, you're way on the left. What? What does this have to do with politics? Nothing. And why can't I look? I get called an old man all the time. I'm kind of older. I'm in my 60s. But why? How come I can't go by some of these rules that some of these kids? Why can't I identify as a teenager? I'm healthier than most teenagers. So why can't I just want to know why I can't, go along? Why can't I identify as a teenager? Is that so wrong?
I don't think it's wrong. You can identify with whatever you want. And just remember, I'll still love you, bro.
Thanks. So anyway, the choices that kind of serious now, you need to take your choices for your health, in my opinion, seriously. Where I'll admit, get kind of irritated is when someone wants me to make a choice for them. No, wait a minute. I'm making health choices for me. And look, I drink beer a lot of times on Friday nights. We're having a Christmas party tonight, and I'm going to go, and Shane's going to probably try to get me drunk, But Brian's not going because he doesn't drink. He's making a choice for himself. Do I go drink all the time? No, but I'll have a beer or two here and there. I get to make that choice, but I don't get to drink the beer and then make it go in your stomach. If I drink the beer, I bear the consequences. If I go to a party and I eat cake, the cake goes in my stomach. I'm not eating or not eating the cake for someone else. I don't eat the cake because someone, just try the cake. My daughter tries that on me. Just have one bite. No, I don't want it. So we get to make our own choices, and don't get pissed off at me or don't get pissed off at someone else because they don't make the choice you want them to make. So take these choices seriously, especially with your diet, and look, there's rules in every business, and you have to respect the rules in a business. If I make a rule in my clubs that you can't come in my business if you don't have blue hair, well, then you have to have blue hair to come in my business. Why? Because that's my rule. Is it stupid? Yes, but it doesn't matter. So if someone says this is the rule or you can't shop here, then don't shop there if you don't like it. If you don't like to be censored on some social media platform, go build your own social media platform. Because these businesses, in my opinion, do I like it? No. They have the right to make their own rules. Well, guess what? You get to make your own rules that have to do with your health. You don't have to do what your doctor says. You don't have to eat this or that. You don't have to eat broccoli and chicken and eat healthy food. You don't have to. You can eat crap if you want. That's your choice. Back to you, Brian.
Hey, It's really simple in my eyes. If you're making a choice that you feel good about for your health, whether it be come and work out, whether it be medically, whether it be how you eat, be comfortable with that choice. Don't worry about what somebody else thinks. Stand on your own 2 feet. You should never be afraid of doing what's right for you,
Right.
Steve.
And, you know, I like talking to you, Brian, because you always encourage me when I get my feelings hurt and my and my self-esteem is kind of in the toilet because I've always had a problem with my self-esteem and my confidence. And so you always encourage me and you tell me to keep going and that makes me feel better. I just want to let you know.
I just want you to know that I really think it's because I'm a hugger and you love that about me.
Yeah,
That's the truth.
I'm a hugger too. I tell my wife I need a hug. And she says, "No, you don't." I go, "I'm a hugger." Yeah, and we're at the gym today and I it's funny, the when you're in the position that I am, I have guy complains that I'm staring at him. Well, my wife started going work out with me, and I filed a complaint today with the general manager in one of our clubs. And what was happening is my wife was staring at me. I caught her, and I went and I filed a complaint with the general manager. I said, "See that woman over there on that step mill? She's staring at me."
But Steve, is it really staring if she's just checking you out?
Well, I go and I ask her out and stuff, but she stands me up.
I mean, we know from what we heard that you're a munch, right?
Yeah,
So if we know that, maybe she's just checking you out, bro. I'm
maybe.
just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm you help me thicken up my skin a little bit when people call me old fart and stuff like that. And don't worry, I'm not going to give up, and I'm going to try and keep my confidence up, and I'm not going to get too discouraged. So this is kind of a weird topic, but the point that we're making is take your health care choices seriously. Don't take
Right.
mine seriously. I get to do what I want.
Right.
You know, leave me alone. If I want to wear a jock strap on my face and I think that works great for my mask, then that's what I get to do. But you don't get to make choices. You don't get to make my health choices. And if I think that works for me, then great. Yeah, I'm a little sarcastic sometimes, but you get to make your health choices for you, your healthcare choices. Everyone gets to do that, and that's beautiful. But you don't get to make them for me, and I don't get to make them for you.
Fact.
That's your last
That's
thought.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right,
Well said.
everyone. Thanks for putting up with us, and we'll talk to you next time.
Keep the peace. See you, Steve.